All right, we have a Switch. It is a Switch Lite. I paid $40 for it. The seller said that it had water damage. So, I don't have any free games or anything like that. So, the port looks okay. I checked the port out, so I'm going to plug it in and see what it does. So the battery logo came on. Is it just going to work, or that's kind of weird? Maybe it just never comes on. Maybe that's the issue. Let's disassemble it and let's I think it's missing a screw there. It's missing a screw here. Missing a screw here. Missing a screw here. Okay. It's got its little Phillips heads right here. Let's take those out. So far, I don't see anything crazy. This is barely held on. Okay, so I see some liquid on, like Coke or something like that, right there. But the indicator is still good. It appears. This, I'm pretty sure. Okay, speaker's not plugged in. Speaker wasn't plugged in. This speaker's not plugged in. The board seems to be held in. That's okay, so I don't think this has ever been taken off. I say that because that foam stuff is still glued. It's like somebody attempted to disassemble it and gave up, maybe? We'll see when I pull it up. Okay, so there's that. Let's see. Yeah, see. Set this to 160. Alright, that's off. I'm not sure these are routed correctly. Is that how you route that? I'm not altogether certain. Let's this looks like it. Oh no, it has two screws. You can see it's missing there should be a screw there, I think, maybe. More screws here. I can't remember if it's supposed to have that black thing above that. I'm not sure. Let's get this out and see. Do I have a known good battery? Alright, so let's measure voltage in this battery. Let us measure. So we got, I think that's on metal, 3.8. So let's take this battery, right? Let's disconnect. Let's disconnect this. Let us I don't know where that went, but surely it here it is. So if we look at our battery connector, oh, it appears to be damaged. So let's take this battery, right? Let's just see if the console will boot with this battery in there. see if it'll boot with this battery. So let's make sure this is slid in there all the way. And let's fold that over. Okay. So that's with this battery. Let's determine we get Nintendo logo. The Switch, it's really dim. Why is it really dim? Can I make that less dim? I don't know if you guys can see that or not. It's super dim. But I don't think it's the backlight, right? There we go. Screen brightness was dimmed. So let's see what happens when I plug it in. Will it charge the battery at a decent rate, or is it yeah, so notice, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, so it's charging at 1.8. So that was the issue with this console, is the battery was bad. Well, this will make for a boring video, but this is a real order from eBay. I am going to take the board out just to ensure there is no water damage, and then go from there. So is that everything? It is. All right, dude, look at this, bro. This isn't in all the way. Somebody did take this apart completely, but I think they broke. If we take out this Joy-Con, they broke off the what's that thing called? I think what I can do to repair that would be, you guys see what I'm talking about, right? Right here, there should be a stud sticking up like this, but they broke this off probably from over tightening. But what I can probably do is use some hot glue to repair that, just to hold it in place. This screen is pretty scratched up, as you can see. I don't know. I'm not sure what to do in this situation, because I do have another case that I can put this in, but I think the screen in that one is bad, and so I would end up having to replace the screen or the digitizer, but I can't remember if the glass is colored turquoise or what do I do. Anyhow, let's go over to the microscope and inspect the back of the board and see if we see anything of note. So yeah, I don't see the need to repair this. It just needed a new battery. And I'm debating on whether or not I should do a swap of shells. Let's see what shells I have. So I have this shell. I think, I'm gonna throw that out there. I think the screen is bad, but we can check quickly. All right, so it went back to 0, so it's trying to turn on. Here's what we're gonna do. We know we have a working screen in this one. I think we go with what we know, you know what I'm saying? So we just need to swap over batteries. So let's see if we can do this. This out. All right, so let's take the bad battery out of the known good case. All right, bad battery out, good battery in. All right, so let's put the board in and see if we can plug it in. See if it'll charge. So we'll let this charge for a bit. All right, man. So I messed up. Look at it. Look at the screen. And it works, but the screen's all messed up now. So, well, I guess that kind of answers what I'm going to do. I took that battery out for nothing. So yeah, we got to change the screen, I think, unless that's alcohol in between the deal here. I don't know. This isn't going to be a short video. It's going to be a long video on what you guys should never do if you're me, or if you ever do this. Don't do what I did. I don't know. I don't think it was from the alcohol. Maybe it was, but it looks like to me that it's just from me I had to pry so hard. All right, we got another screw here. Remember, that's a long screw. Another screw here. Do I have to take out this other board as well? Now that I've done this, I feel like a complete and utter moron, because I could have just taken the whole thing out without removed the battery that way. Alright, so let's put on some gloves, and I don't want to do this because I can't ever do it correctly. I always leave fingerprints or something somewhere where they're not supposed to be. Alright, that's off. not touching the inside. I bought this a long time ago, but then I lost because, like I said, I'm just not good, man, at this kind of stuff. Is there nothing on the front of this? I don't know. So I guess that's how that goes on there. So we kind of got this in there. And let's see if the screen works. It does. Okay. Why does it have an E? You have got to be kidding me, dude. Alright, so I think I got to take that blue thing off. So, but we know at least the screen works. So. Now we can take this back off. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, bro. Well, it is definitely not perfect, but I'm surprised it actually worked. So now we got to figure out how to put it all back together. Here's what I'm thinking went down with this thing. I'm thinking that somebody decided, you know what, I want to change my Joy-Con rails. So they decided they were going to do that, and then they ended up destroying their Switch in the process. And then, you know, I get it, and I destroy it even more. Alright, so I finally got this back to a point to where I think the Joy-Cons work and everything's good, but I want to show you something that I don't know if it's supposed to be this way or not. I don't think it is supposed to be this way. And I always test these things with Breath of the Wild, because I'm assuming, you know, Breath of the Wild is probably like one of the more extreme games you can try to use this thing on. So, all right. So when I aim down sight, notice I can move back and forth but I should be able to move the cursor by moving the console up and down, so I can fine-tune aim on something, right? But this doesn't do that, and so that's an issue. That's an issue. So, as usual with everything I attempt to repair, there's never any answers to the problems that I come in contact with. So I don't know what controls the gyro or that twisting motion that fine-tunes everything. I did find on Nintendo's website that they said gyro, and they had a square like in the screen somewhere. So I don't know if the motion controls are in the screen or if they are in somewhere on the main board. I don't know how that works. So I'm going to I'm going to take this back out and put it into this, which is the one with the funky screen, and then try it again and see if it has motion control then. And if not, then at least I'll know that it's something on the motherboard. But anyhow, so when I get this back in, I'll be back. Alright, it's all switched over, and still nothing. That's a brand new Joy-Con. Why is it doing that? No, it doesn't work, man. I don't know. I don't know with this one. I don't know what controls that, or I guess I'll take the board out and give it a look. But on a good note, that crease that was in there seems to have, for the most part, went away just from sitting. So that's good. So that's still a usable screen. Alright, so I've been doing some research on this whole gyro control thing, and there's not a lot to be said about it, man. It's hard to find some of this stuff, but so I did find an AliExpress thing. Let me switch over to the microscope. And the AliExpress had a picture of a chip, and that chip was this chip right here, and they said that this was a replacement gyro IC for the Nintendo Switch, which this board is a Nintendo Switch board. So they did not list one for a Switch Lite, but what I did was I looked around on this board, and I started I was trying to find a chip that kind of looked similar to that, and so I found this chip right here, which is the i407, and I googled that with all those letters. It took me a while to figure out what they were, just because I don't know, it's hard to see them. But this apparently controls the gyro control for the Nintendo Switch. The data sheet, I only found one link, and the link was to a data sheet that said access control. So I'm going to hazard a guess, and say that is the gyro chip. So let's measure this extremely small capacitor right here. Oh, That's not shorted. Do I get any resistance across this? Yeah, like 4K. It's 100 ohms. So it seems like a very high resistance. So that's 100 ohms, and this goes all the way on the other side of the board. All these go on the other side of the board right here. What's on the other side of the board? Right here. To whatever this stuff is right here. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to trace all those signals. What is this right here? That looks like some kind of liquid damage. Or not liquid damage. I need to stop saying that. Looks like somebody spilled liquid in that area. That is a super low resistance. Of course, that might have been ground. I need to check this other side. Huh? Yeah, that's good. That's good. Is this an inductor? I think this might be an inductor. No, that's not an inductor. Well, it's shorted to ground either way right there. I don't know, y'all. I don't know what to do. It looks like there's some more Coke or something right there. And this, what is this connector for? That is for the game card reader. That's what that connector's for. So I'm gonna say that this chip might be faulty. And it just so happens that it'll be super easy to change because it is just a whatever you call that. Let me try to find a different board. I don't know really what else. There's just no information on gyro controls, you know. Alright, so let's test it. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. I can aim. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to fix this. I don't know what else controls this, so other than that it works. Other than that it works perfectly fine. It's just that one thing that it won't do. So if you know something else I can try, please let me know, because I definitely can't figure it out.